welcome to another episode on the Kickstarter adventure. In this episode, basically the second one, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit on the marketing you're supposed to do around a Kickstarting project. So at the moment of taping, I basically just launched it 2 days ago, and I'm at a staggering €1 of my €20,000 goal, and I haven't really got a lot of feedback from regular users, but even before officially launching, I already got one team, let's say, motivated in helping with the marketing side of it. And then upon officially launching, there's like 100 messages of people just, out of interest for your project and how passionate you are about it and what an intriguing project it is. Just want to help you make it just a complete success. Now, I'm quite skeptical about that. I'm not skeptical about where this project is likely to end up, but I am skeptical even more than to do it in a professional way, let's call it. But I actually wanted to zoom in on an exchange with a person I assume isn't real, and there's more people like this out there on a project like Kickstarter, because people believing that money grows on trees are the people likely to go to Kickstarter in the hope of convincing people just to sign over some money. So that's then also the ideal place for other people thinking this will be a good pool of easy victims. So you get a lot of WhatsApp invites where you never have to go into, of course. But I just wanted to kind of follow one exchange I had with a Mikey Derrick, who I'm assuming is a fictitious person, although his name might actually be stolen, you never know that. But it kind of starts out, okay, hi there, I saw your campaign and thought it was intriguing. If it's possible, could you tell me more about it? Now this isn't even saying one word about coffee. And this is a general tendency of these 100 contacts, let's say. Only like 2 or 3 actually mention coffee or having an interest in that. So I actually, the ones that directly go to the marketing, offering their services, I just kindly respond saying that I just want to see this play out. I'm also in it for just documenting what happens when you do a Kickstarter. And that's it. But when they have this kind of open approach, because they want to hook you in, have a conversation, then, okay, I'm friendly, because at this point I don't know who is Mikey, how real is he, so I just say, hi Mikey, sure, what would you like to know? And the response I get, I'd love to know more about the process of home roasting coffee. I'm curious about the equipment needed, the different roasting methods, and the pros and cons of home roasting versus buying pre-roasted beans. I'm also interested in hearing about your experience with home roasting and what you've learned along the way. Is that the kind of information you're willing to share? Now, everything in this paragraph, except for the last phrase, is just beautiful to send to a person like me. Of course, why wouldn't I be excited to share that? But is that the kind of information you're willing to share? That kind of, it's not necessarily a red flag, but I know where the conversation is going, but still, I respond, those questions are very important. Part of the project is precisely to run a taste experiment with different home roasting methods. This is a citizen science project, so the goal is to share as much as possible. You can check out my YouTube channel, Critical Coffee Considerations, where I cover around 90% of the questions you raised. And now, finally, we get to the real point, of course, the disclosure, let's say. Wow, that's a very detailed response. That does start out nice. It sounds like the campaign owner. Why is it starting to talk in the third person? Is really passionate about home roasting. Thanks for noticing. And wants to share his knowledge with others. Yes, this is a great opportunity to build a relationship with him. But you're all welcome, actually. I'm here. Ask me some questions in the comments. I actually prefer things just in the open. So the YouTube comment section is good, as long as it stays nice, I guess. So it's a great opportunity to build a relationship with him and help him promote his campaign. Yeah, I would like to know how to do it, but I mean, let's just see how this runs. Let's try this response. I guess the person using ChatGPT or whatever at this point isn't that trained in English, I guess, because he just copy pasted the whole thing. I'm impressed by your enthusiasm for home roasting and your willingness to share your knowledge. Your YouTube channel sounds like a great resource for anyone interested in learning more about the topic. Great advice. I look forward to learning more about your project and how I can help promote it. And this is where we then have the link to a service being provided. The service being provided is, of course, by somebody having a ChatGPT professional account. At least I hope. I hope that that's the kind of added value you would get if you would continue a conversation like this. So when you're doing this kind of adventures, it is important actually to think about marketing if you really have to succeed in raising all the funds. Now I have to succeed if I set out to do what I promised in the Kickstarter, which is doing this European taste test about different home roasting methods. But if I'm not able to reach my campaign, just the adventure is already of interest to me. So I don't really feel a need on just going for professional help in marketing. When you have a kind of campaign, and I guess if it's your first Kickstarter adventure, I would always think just see what happens. So at this point I am at €1. If you believe I'm genuine, if you believe I'm not a product of an algorithm, check out the project and let me know if you want to support it or if I can improve on the topic. Thanks for watching and hope to see you on one of the next episodes.